Hi, everybody. It's been almost 2 weeks since I've seen you. We stopped school rather abruptly. Madame Kelly, Miss Shauna, and I were supposed to meet your parents after school on Thursday for parent-teacher interviews, and that was canceled. And poof, that very night, school was canceled too. My trip to Kuujjuaq was also canceled, as all of other non-essential travel. Stores and businesses are closed now, and we are exercising something called social distancing. I would like to call it physical distancing because we're still social. We're able to communicate with each other through social media, through email and telephone. It's the physical distancing, right? We just don't want to catch anybody's germs. And all of this is for our safety. And you know what? Your children and your grandchildren are going to read about this COVID-19 pandemic in their history books. And if you're interested in learning more about past pandemics, I will post something that I found on Flocabulary as well as Scholastic. They have a book out with real trustworthy information, and I've posted it onto Google Classroom. If you're fed up and bored and you're looking for new ideas to keep busy, I've put together a rather extensive list and links on Google Classroom for you. Before I share some of the things that I put up there and why I chose them for you, I want to give you some advice to keep you and your family sane. My kids and I are following the same advice. We want to continue loving each other, right, when all this is done? And we want to look back at this experience as an opportunity to reconnect and to do things that we really just don't have time for when we're at school or at work. So my advice, routine. Go to sleep at the same time every night. Wake up at the same time every night. Have breakfast. After breakfast, brush your teeth. I know it sounds silly, right? But how many of you are still in your pajamas and haven't brushed your teeth yet? Well, get dressed, brush your teeth, breakfast, and then start some sort of a routine. Do something at some point that exercises your brain, that stimulates it, grows it. Whether that's doing some math equations or some STEAM activities or science experiments, do something. And exercising your brain is not the only thing that's important. Exercising your body is certainly important too. So do some exercise. Go outside, ride your bike, find a yoga video to do at home, play street hockey with your siblings. I'm going for a jog later. Finally, do something you love. Write a book, make a movie, code a video game, choreograph a dance. Hey, Leah, your podcast with Miss Anto was amazing. I am so impressed with all of your podcasts. Alain has finished all of them, except for two. Mateo and the girls who are dancing, Emma, Carly, and Eva. You guys still haven't put your sound effects on your Google Docs. So if you want your podcast to be up and running for everybody else to hear, then please do that. Okay, put it into your Google Doc, send it to me so I could send it to him. I am so proud of the podcast. They sound amazing. They sound professional. Your work that you did for so long, it finally paid off because they're finished. And so I'm going to be posting one podcast a day, along with some supporting activities that you could do with the topic on Google Classroom. Every day I will be doing that, starting with yours, Leah. And I really want you to share the podcast with your parents. Let them read it. Let them listen to it. Speaking of reading, for all of you avid book readers, Hunter, Emma, Sophia, Mackenzie, Tumble Books and Epic have tons of free books available. So I posted the username and password on Google Classroom for everybody, not just my avid readers, anybody who's looking for a book, who've exhausted their own home library. You've got a ton of free online books available to you. For my artists and illustrators, Leah, Haley, Kyle, Darcy, how about some cartoon lessons from Joe Wose and illustration tutorials from Jarrett Krakoska. Of course, I mispronounced that name. Or wait a minute, how about a virtual tour of Le Louvre in France or the Met in New York? You'll find these links on Google Classroom too. For my curious cats, and no Darcy, not regular cats, my curious cats. For my curious cats like Luca and Andrew and Noah and Penelope and Tristan, what about a virtual tour of the Smithsonian Museum of Natural History? That sounds awesome. Or a VR tour of the Mars rover via the Curiosity rover. And that Mars rover lands on planet Mars, and it shows you real life footage of what has been discovered out there. Calling all coders, Brandon, Maddie, Luca. Try cool free coding websites like Tinker, Code.org, and let's not forget Make Code by Microbit. Abby, Davika, and other animal lovers, watch the live cameras of the marine animals in their habitat at the Monterey Bay Aquarium, or visit the San Diego Zoo. Check out National Geographic Kids also. And Jacob, they have a whole page just on Lego facts available on the National Geographic site too. Dancers, hey, Natasha, Carly, Eva, Cameron, Ava, watch Billie Eilish surprise her fans while they're practicing their Just Dance moves. It's a really cool video. And then after that, you could practice your Just Dance moves with the subscription on YouTube. And sports fans, I didn't forget about you. Jordan, Patrick, Sergio, Owen, Theo, Mateo. You don't want to miss Sports Illustration Kids. The link is also on Google Classroom for you. Science lovers who enjoy experimenting. Kimani, Noah. Try some of the experiments that you can find on Science Fun for Everyone. At home, try it with your siblings and your parents. Don't make a mess and make sure you clean up after yourselves. I don't want an email from your parents saying, hey, my kitchen's a mess because of you, Miss Daphne. There's something for everyone, and I encourage you to all try different activities. Until we meet again in the real classroom, keep checking our virtual classroom on Google Classroom. I know that I speak for myself and for Madame Kelly and Miss Shauna when I say we really, truly miss you all. I am sending you a germ-free virtual hug, and I want you to look out for rainbows in your neighborhood. Mwah, mwah, mwah.